Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Transcendent Divine Power, Goku Ultra Instinct Sign, Transforming Goku Ultra Instinct Sign, and how good he is at 100% in the Hidden Potential System. Do I have him at 100% in the Hidden Potential System? No. Do I have a friend that does? Yes. So he is a USS lead, a Realm of the Gods lead, or an Entrusted World lead. And he also gets an additional 30% for characters who belong to Reps of Universe 7, Accelerate Battle, or Powerful Comeback. It's not a bad coverage with this skill. It mainly includes the big players in regards to Tournament of Power, etc. But I think, overall, it's not a bad leader skill. I think Realm of the Gods could get buffs in future, and Trusted Will also is a small category that needed another lead, so it's all fine. He raises attacking, greatly raises defense for one turn, and raises his allies' attack by 30% on his 12 key, and does the same for his 18 key, however raising allies' defense by 30% for one turn. He activates the entrance animation Oni key +4, attack and defense is 77% for 7 turns from the character's entry, plus an additional attack and defense is 77% for 4 turns from his entry when there's another USS category character on the team. He has key +7, attack and defense at 200%, great chance 70% of crit, great chance 70% of evading, and reduction in damage by 15% with a further damage reduction of 35% before he receives an attack. He guards all attacks within the same turn after receiving an attack, launches an additional super attack after evading an attack, and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack as a second or third attacker. When he transforms, he greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, disabling guard on his 12 key, but on his 18 key he greatly raises attack and defense whilst also raising ally attack and defense by 59% for one turn. Attack and defense flat of 300% with key +7, attack of 59%, and guaranteed evasion of all attacks, including boosting the allies' evasion chance of 10% for one turn. He gets key +3 up to 12 and chance of critting and evading +20% up to 77% max with each attack performed. Counters with tremendous power after evading an attack. Reduces damage received by 20% and an additional damage reduction of 40% within the same turn before he receives an attack. Guards all attacks within the same turn after receiving an attack. An additional 91% attack and chance of performing a crit of and evading a enemy super attack +20% when HP is 50% or less, basically boosting him to guaranteed evasion again, and launches an additional super when key is 24. Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Godly Power, Kamehameha, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power are his link sets, with Shocking Speed being the only one that changes from his base form. He's on a ton of categories like Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbird Fighters, Entrusted Will, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Legendary Existence, Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback, Pure Saiyans, Realm of the Gods, Reps of Universe 7, Superheroes, Tournament Participants, Transformation Boost, Total School, and USS. His best linking partners are going to be Blue Gokus, Blue Vegetas, MUI Gokus, UI Gokus, Jiren, weirdly enough, God Goku and Vegetas, Beast Gohan, 4 links, that's what everyone's probably going to ask. And yeah, in general, just a very good unit. Very nice links with things like Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, all being super duper common. And obviously Godly Power and Shocking Speed and Tournament of Power giving him good coverage with the categories he's on. Goku is one of those units that can be slightly deceptive. You might look at his attack stats and go, wow, that's Goku on a 2-turn buff with a 30% support, and he's only doing 16-17 million attack stat at 100%. Well, firstly, yeah, that's still pretty good. And secondly, you gotta understand that Goku's counters are massive. Remember, counters are very different to normal attacks. A 2 million counter is roughly the same as like a 6-7 million attack stat. With Goku's crit chance and with Goku's counters, Goku can shuck out a ridiculous amount of damage. In fact, when Goku supers, he boosts his counters tremendously. Goku can hit 8 to 10 million damage counters very easily, and he's also boosting the rest of his allies on the same turn by 59%. So what you gotta understand is Goku's not only insane himself, he's making everyone else progressively more insane. For example, stick him next to UI. UI's damage is going to cross 20 mil easily. Stick him next to MUI. MUI's damage is going to also easily cross 20 mil. It's a very big buff. And the fact that it affects the rest of the allies is huge. Defensively makes them more secure. And he himself is very secure defensively. Remember, he has 60% damage reduction before receiving an attack, along with 77% evasion, all in his main form, with a 500 to 600 defense range. That's pretty good. Remember, he's unlikely to get hit, and if he does get hit, unless it's a super attack, or it's a normal attack, I mean, it can be either, but if he does get hit, he will activate his guard. There's a weird situation where basically he can not get hit before super, technically lose, obviously, now, his damage reduction, and can then get instantly supered through his evasion, hitting him where he'd only have raw defense and no guard. It's a very small window. He would have to miss his evasion. It would have to occur after his super, and without him being hit before. So it's a very small window. It can happen, but defensively he's very secure. Offensively, very good, and the way he provides utility to the rest of his team is massive. Not to mention, and it's we haven't even spoken too much about it, but not to mention that the huge factor of him is his domain. And his domain boosts ki, but what his domain also does is allows you to deactivate nullification to evasion. So not only is he providing a 15% boost to superclass allies, he's also providing 15% extra to Realm of the Gods allies, and on top of that, he is allowing them the chance to evade. So he's a huge buff for people who like running the MUI team, the UI team, anything like that. I don't want to say this guy is a must-have, but he pretty much is a must-want-to-have type of unit. Very good in terms of build. Obviously, additionals should be the primary way to go. It'll allow you to trigger an additional attack in his major form and his base form. That will improve his overall defense massively, but also boost his overall offense massively, which is something that cannot be understated. So, realistically, an excellent unit. Links, prepared for battle, Kamehameha, fierce battle, legendary power, like I said, are not hard to activate, so don't panic. And then you also obviously have the really decent array of link sets for links. Key, so shocking speed, Kamehameha. Should you transform him immediately? That's up to you. Generally speaking, you can save it a little bit, just because, look, it's not a hard condition to activate, but you may want to save it a little bit just because you may want to keep that 15% attack and defense buff for a really hard section. Or obviously if you're looking to nullify the disable of a certain section. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So awesome.